See, my 9 to 5 grind just be weighing heavy on my mind. And see, them 2 15-minute breaks and a half-hour lunches don't be enough. So when I go home, I be ready to relax my dome and unwind and let my mind release by burning some green trees wrapped in a brown leaf. So my way home to the crib, I hit the weed spot, give me a $20 bag of that gunfire, then hit the liquor store, get a box of Phillies and 2 tall cans of Budweiser. Then one day I'm sitting at the crib smoking a spliff, sipping my brews, and I happen to be flipping past the NBC Nightly News, and I see this police chief giving some speech about he setting up some crime task force committee to help crack down on crime in the city. And at the end of his little soliloquy, he had the nerve to say that he wanted to send a message out to the people that crime don't pay. Now that's a bunch of bullshit. Cause not only is it cliche to say that crime don't pay, but that's like a 400-pound fat man trying to jump a fence. It just doesn't make sense. See, crime is big business. Cause look how many people who are employed by the judicial system. From the COs, to the POs, to the prosecuting attorneys, to the bailiff cigar, the juries, the courtroom stenographer, the crime scene photographer, the 911 dispatcher, the fire clerks, the phone tappers. Can't forget about the forensic science through the lab test, the people who manufacture the bulletproof vest, the ATF, the FBI, and the DEA. And if crime would have stopped tomorrow, all these people would be out of work the very next day. See, crime is just as important to the economy as any other commodity. See, when the crime rate does go down, how often does the police department lay off some of his officers? See, since crime is big business, they just get the politicians to create more laws, to create more criminals. So they come up with some little slick shit like a seatbelt law with a cute catchphrase like click or the ticket and claim they want to save lives. But the truth is, they just want to get off in the nigga business, see what he doing off in his ride. You know, hope they catch him riding dirty with some weed, stashed the seats, a ride with a suspended license, doing a little drinking and driving. But if you really want to cut down on drinking and driving, then why isn't it required that you have to take a breathalyzer before you leave the bar or the club? Cause they'd rather for you to get off in the streets and have to deal with the police, and that's how they maintain their job security. And these correctional facilities turning niggas into modern day slaves. They paying a way below the minimum wage. So they pay a prisoner 15 cents an hour to press out your license plates. But when you go to the DMV, it costs you $200 or $300 for the exact same license plates. So don't tell me that crime don't pay, cause every other day they shut down for school because of city budget cuts. But when was the last time you heard of a prison going bankrupt? Then they got these fucked up cocaine laws where they give you 2 years for powder, 10 years for rock. But the truth is they don't ever want to see the dope game stop. Cause see, a drug is a drug, whether it's crack or Prozac. They got these little children addicted to Ritalin, but you never see no pharmaceutical company being portrayed as no villain. I mean, what if they made all the legal drugs illegal? You had niggas making rap videos about how they stand on the corner slinging nicotine patches and serving up 8 balls of Demerol and slinging keys of Viagra all the way to Florida to Alaska. See, that's never gonna happen. See, rich white folks never allow themselves to be given the same status some ghetto crack addict. See, prisons are built for the poor and uneducated. That's why they represent more than 90% of the population that's incarcerated. See, half of them don't care they slaves, the other half don't know. So prison just becomes a revolving door for the unskilled and the poor, which just creates more job security for the CEOs, the wards, and the criminal defense lawyers. And even the district attorney got his hand inside the case, prosecuting cases of people he know are innocent just to get them caught up in the system. Cause see, prison is big business. There's more people in prison in America than anywhere else in the world, yet this is supposed to be the land of the free. See, can't nobody tell me that crime don't pay. I mean, what if you're a criminal defense lawyer, you make 6 figures a year, do you really want to see crime go away? Hell no. You'd rather see people living in poverty because poverty breeds crime. The more crime means the bigger the house, the bigger the boat, the better the Rolex watch. And why the kids get to go off to college, poor kids go off to the school of hard knocks. Now I'm all about peace, but fuck the police, especially chief police, this bullshit speech about how crime don't pay. Cause pretty soon there won't be nobody left to lock up, then what? You just left with a fucked up nation. The police all patrolling one big plantation. Everybody just sitting around waiting for another Emancipation Proclamation like it's 1863. See, everything I see leads me to believe that there's a very thin line between breaking the law and being the law, because see, laws are made to be broken. So you can't tell me some of these judicial officials ain't secretly hoping that niggas don't open up their eyes and realize that the only way to beat the system is to stay out of the system. So I'm no longer giving them shit. I'm gonna make sure I stay legit, cause I don't belong in no prison. So the next time a cop pulls me over, I better tell him to suck on these 9 inches and get fucked with no foreplay. Cause I understand the game and I know that crime pays, and I know this the land of the thief and the home and the slave, and I know America got 1,000,001 ways to get paid. So the last thing I'm trying to hear is a motherfucker tell me that crime don't pay. Man, they write history books about crooks, from Jesse James to John Dillinger. Man, they was notorious gunslingers. And when John Gotti died, they marched through the city like he was some type of slain world leader. And these drug dealers go out and buy Mercedes and Lexus, but nobody ever asked Mercedes and Lexus to forfeit 20% of their profit, because 20% of their product was bought with drug money. They don't give a shit where the money comes from. Just keep it coming. That's how the economy works. Buying and selling. So it doesn't matter if it comes from a college graduate or a 2-time felon. So Mr. Chief of Police, I have to disagree with your bullshit speech. The crime don't pay. Cause if no people no longer sell dope, steal and rob, your ass will be out of a fucking job. And I bet you change what you got to say, cause you already know that crime definitely pays. Peace on that, y'all.